Today, we are talking skin work. Grab a pen and paper and make sure to watch this video to the end. Let me show you a beginner tutorial on how to achieve a flawless smooth makeup base without any stress. Every flawless base starts with good skin prep. Think of your skin as a canvas. The smoother the canvas, the better your makeup. Start by cleansing your face to remove any dirt or excess oils. I'm using a micellar cleansing water and wipes. Next up, apply moisturizer that suits your skin type. Oily skin still needs moisture, so don't skip this step. If you have oily skin, use a gel-based moisturizer like this. And if you have dry skin, use oil-based moisturizer. If you're doing your makeup during the day, apply sunscreen and let it absorb. I don't usually do this step, but then if you can, go ahead and do it. Now you want to make sure every single product absorbs into your skin before going in with the next. So I'm going to leave this to sit for about 1 or 2 minutes and I'll be back. Next, primer. Making use of primer before applying your cream base makes a whole lot of difference. If you have oily skin, go for mattifying primers. If you have dry skin, go for hydrating primers. And if you have large pores, a pore blurring primer will help suit everything. Also, I always make sure to apply my primers to areas where I tend to sweat and produce oil the most, which is my T-zones. You can now decide to spread to other areas of your face, but make sure you don't apply underneath your eyes because your under eyes need as much moisture as possible. Next step, foundation. Foundation is meant to even out your skin, not cover up all the blemishes you have on your face. So 1 or 2 pumps is usually enough. Trust me, you can always add more later. So I'm using this flat foundation brush to spread that evenly over my face. See? Do the same for this part. You can see just 2 pumps. Proceed to blend using a damp beauty sponge. Make sure your beauty sponge is wet. Like you wet it, then squeeze out all the water so it's damp. Before blending, go in with your setting spray. This is going to aid blending seamlessly. Now start blending from the place you first applied. You want to allow your setting spray dry down a bit before you proceed to blend so that you don't have patches. Also, when blending, that is not the way to blend. Whether you're using a brush or a beauty sponge, always blend in tapping motions. You can see how this gave the perfect skin-like finish. Now notice how I'm not applying foundation underneath my eyes. That's because I don't want too much product build up there. You're still going to go in with concealer. And if you're not satisfied with the coverage, you can now go in with another pump. This just helps you control your coverage and your blend. It's easier to blend in smaller quantity than when you apply everything at once. Also, do not forget to blend your foundation downwards towards your neck. We are good to go. Now we can go into blush and contour. Next step is contour. You can choose to apply your highlighting concealer before your contour and your blush, but I love to do this step. With this one, it's much more easier to blend. So contour is meant to add dimension to your face. What you want to do is apply along your cheekbones, that's beneath your cheekbone, around your forehead, along your jawline, the sides of your nose. And for the sides of your nose, you apply like you're writing letter Y. You can proceed to blend. Just blend upwards. Blend the one around your forehead into your hair. For the one along your jawline, just blend directly on top of it. For the sides of your nose, you want to pinch your beauty sponge like so. Make sure you are blending it into your brow hair. Perfect. What you need to know about contour is that blending upwards lifts the face, while blending downwards can just make your face look sloppy. And remember, it's easier to add more contour than it is to remove it. So always go in with little amounts first. Now we can go into blush. Apply to the back of your hands. Blush brings back color to your face. So you want to tap like this because you want, as much as possible, you don't want it to be too much and you want it to be easy to blend. So just apply that to the top of your cheekbone and blend upwards. Don't smile while applying your blush. For a lifted look, this is how you apply it. On top of your cheekbones and blend upwards. And see how flawlessly that applied. If you're using cream blush or liquid blush, apply before powder. But if you're using powder blush, you're going to apply that after powder application. Now, let's brighten the face. One of the mistakes I see is applying way too much concealer underneath the eyes. You don't need a giant triangle. Few dots here, 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 here. You can apply to your forehead if you don't have pronounced forehead. I have pronounced forehead, so I don't usually highlight that part of my face. Now you can proceed to blend. Always apply a concealer that is a shade or two lighter than your skin tone. and blend upwards. See how seamless that is? Make sure to blend fast because most concealers dry out fast. Remember, when blending, you're blending in tapping motions, no rubbing, no scrubbing. Now, if you're not satisfied with this layer, you can go in with more, especially for the inner corners of your eyes. So I'm going to go in with one more layer. Try as much as possible not to go in with a concealer that is too light, because it's going to make your under eyes look grayish, and that's not going to look nice. See? Perfect blend. Now, this is how you apply your cream base. Last step is to go in with your setting spray. This just helps everything melt together. Now that we are done with cream base, the next step is powder application.